So I made a rule for myself, I will not look back when I walk. I will not talk to anybody because I was in silence. I used to eat grass. So my body became so thin. You could easily see my bones. So I was going through a small, narrow bridge on the Ganges. It was nearly dusk time. So I was doing my japa inside. So I was walking, and when you do japa, the greatest intoxication is japa intoxication. If you go and remember in japa your mantra, it gives you intoxication, but that is a delightful intoxication. That is not a ruthless intoxication like intoxication given by drug or drinks. So I was in my own, there I found suddenly someone in front of me having big mustaches. So I stood still 5 feet away, not more than that. I was nude because that was my vow. So I used to walk morning and evening and just stay somewhere on the banks of the Ganges. And I used to finish my ablutions in the Ganges, drink water and eat something and go. Somebody pushed food in my mouth, that was different, but I would never care for that, and I would walk. And I said, this is the final journey. I want to attain or then perish. This is called unmada actually. You know, that is not very good. But I wanted to do it, complete the task of 5 years in 1 day's time. Impatience. So that led me to do that. So I was doing, my nail grew, my hair grew, you see. My eyes, I could not see properly without food, without nutrition. I opened my eyes again, so I saw tiger standing in front of me. When I did not know that it was a tiger, there was no fear. But when I knew it was a tiger, naturally, as a human being, I knew what tiger could do. I was afraid, but suddenly I remembered, I cannot go back. If I go back, that is the death of my determination. If I jump, there is another death there. If I go forward, there is another death. I had to choose the death. Which death was better? And choice was not for many minutes, seconds. I said, what is death? Whole life I have been studying about that death is nothing. If I go back, I have lost the grounds. So I did like this, I was on Mona, you know. So from my inside, the sound hummed, That terrified poor tiger. He turned back and ran away. But then that gave me great willpower. I said, these animals, I did not have any, thing in my mind to hurt the animal. Determination is a great power within you. Gather together all the twigs of your mind and light a fire and bathe in it. This is my advice. Leading this sort of dull life, repeating the same thing every day, aren't you fed up? You are, but what can you do? In the name of duty, you are caught. Who created duty for you? You. What to do, Swamiji? I have to do my duty. I ask a wise housewife, so why do you not stay in the institute for a few days? It's a beautiful place. I like to be here. I said, stay. What to do? I have to do my duties. It means you are creating bondage for yourself And you don't want those bondages, and yet you are doing it. And you call it duty. No, there is a way, and that's called freedom. Learn first that there are two sorts of emotions and thoughts. One can be put in a category of painful, another not being painful, being helpful too. A good thought comes in my mind, I should meditate. This is helpful. A thought comes, I should rather sleep. What good is this meditation? I rather sleep. You see, lazy. Okay, I'm so young. I will do meditation after 15 or 20 years when I'll become old. Excuse. So when you understand that this particular thought is ultimately painful, not good for my growth, not good for my unfoldment, then you try to understand. There are 5. Many of the students don't understand this, but this is very scientific. Those britis, those modifications, those britis are of 2 kinds, bad, helpful and not helpful, but they are put in 5 categories. They are right knowledge. Right knowledge comes, I see Carol here. Can you deny this knowledge? It's the right knowledge. Wrong knowledge. Wrong knowledge is based. I am driving a car, and there I see mirage, water, and I am thirsty. I am in a desert, and I see mirage. There I go, there is no water. It's wrong knowledge. You see. There is one knowledge. Then sleep. Sleep is never considered to be britti in any other scripture. But Patanjali was very practical. If yogi does not bring sleep under control, he is not a yogi. First sign and symptom of a yogi is to bring sleep under control, which is a little sister, a small sister of the death. You know, if death can be compared with something, it can be compared with sleep. You sleep for 8 hours, what is death? Sleeping for 100 years, 50 years. That's called death. Death means not waking up again. In sleep, we wake up. That is the difference. But during that time, there is no contents in the mind. So death, he said death should also be brought under control. Sleep can also be brought under control. That's why I said sleep is a britti. Then why not dreaming and waking? Dreaming state and waking state come under the banner of sleep. Waking, dreaming and sleeping. Now, there is a fine demarcation between sleep and samadhi. Very fine. 2 people to go. 2 people go to see a king. One goes there and sleeps. He is there in front of the king. Nearness is bilkul there, but he is sleeping. Another is converging. One who is converging is in samadhi. One who is sleeping is in sleep. They both are there, but one is aware and another is not. The difference between you and yogi is this: you are not aware, he is aware of